Beerzerker. We got us a beer from the Albino Rhino Beer Review out of Regina, Saskatchewan. This is a cool beer, and I was like, what beer should I drink first? And I was like, this is a West Coast wheat lager. So I like IPL, but this is an IPL with wheat. So I've never had anything like that, I don't think. There's the label. Okay, District Brewing. Downtown Regina in Saskatchewan. Sour mashed and generously hopped? What? Really? I don't even know what that means. Was Sriracha Ace, sorry. This isn't Saskatchewan. Sriracha Ace. Wow, this sounds really cool, actually. This sounds really... You look at the can and you wouldn't think that this would be like... This is kind of a drastic recipe, really. Huh. Dry hopped. Big lemon peel. Yeah. Right. 15 what? This just keeps getting weirder. 15 IBUs. Okay, this is weird now. So I don't know what... I got it cold because I'm thinking, this is... yeah, this is... I don't know what... I honestly have no idea what's going to happen when we taste this. Vigorously carbonated... Kind of, alright. Let's get a bit of a head happening there. Alright. Got the Samuel Adams beer glass. Cool. Okay, yeah, that smells pretty cool. That smells really good. Sounds like an American wheat beer with lemon, just like I said. But it's a lager. So, it almost seems like it's... Well, the glass is thinner down here, right? But it seems you're getting a bit of, like, chill haze through the top, but it's more clear. Very effervescent. Nice looking beer head. Yeah. Well. So, at 15 IBUs, I'm getting American hops. The lemoniness. Like zest, citrus peel. Like orangey lime lemon a little bit. The aroma is like kind of Hefeweizen-esque, but like a little different, like more American wheat beer maybe. Because of course it's a lager yeast, so pretty, not like a mega flavor bomb. It's 15 IBUs. That's like nothing for like an IPA. So it's a West Coast hops, but not West Coast IPA really. But it does kind of have some West Coast pale ale vibes to it. Bread doughy, like the wheat beer, like there is some... You're definitely getting that with the mouthfeel and the taste, and the majority of like the malt bill is really cut down and mellowed, but like, replaced with wheat. So it's like, yeah, head super creamy, retaining a fair amount of just a creamy, protein-rich wheat beer head. There's enough wheat in it, for sure, like, there's probably like 50% wheat. That you're getting wheat all through the middle of the beer. You're getting American hops the whole time at 15 IBUs, which I guess because they dry hopped it, right? But it's bitter. 15 IBUs, my ass. That's
The Hillman family vacation started with Expedia.
All right. I think this is a pretty good beer. It is. It's kind of like the Shock Top or the Blue Moon type thing, right? I just went about it a little bit differently, and it's a little more like you're tasting like people call them wheat berries. It's just like wheat grain, you know, like it's tasting like straight on. It's probably white wheat, but it kind of almost tastes like red wheat. I think that this, for the style in comparison with those other beers, is right in line with it. It's a little bit cooler, being a lager. The West Coast hops, cool idea, originality points, easy drinking beer. Nothing wrong with this. If you fucking hate wheat beer, you won't like this beer. You definitely get lots of wheat out of this thing. It's not like you're not getting the wheat out of this. You're definitely getting tons of wheat out of this beer. You know, with the Hefeweizens and the wheat beers, like, you should. It's doing what it's supposed to do. The textures, everything, awesome. Well, very refreshing, great summer beer. Out of 11, what should we deem the beer? Well, how good can wheat beers get? They can get good. I have a hard time, you know, when I review a beer, I'm like, well, what the fuck, you know? I'm a little bit harder on shittier beers than some people, and I'm a little bit on production beers that, like, are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and there's no flaws in them, and they're what are intended. You know, I think that's a good thing. Right? If they're, like, could this be vamped up a little bit? Yeah. You know, you could probably put some more hops in there, spice up a little bit. There's really not a whole lot you could do to make this particular type of style a ton better, unless maybe you found, like, the most ideal yeast strain in the world, and it was bottle conditioned, and, like, there's really only so much you can do, if you know what I mean. Like, it's like when you make a fucking loaf of bread. If you're just making a regular loaf of bread, yeah, you can make it way better than gas station bread, right? But once you get to, like, the French bread style of like fucking straight ahead white bread, you have it with the butter, and it's got that, like, tough, like, leathery crust on it, and it's all soft in the middle, and it's like just like, you know, really like tear apart if the butter's cold, you know, like as good as white bread gets, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Now it's gonna get an interesting, weird flavor as I get, like, down to the bottom of the glass here. It's like, see, I thought that was the neat thing about tasting this with the lager yeast is when you drink a Hefeweizen or another wheat beer, you can kind of tell what's coming from the wheat, as opposed to that very strong flavored yeast strain. So I used the White Labs liquid version of the wit beer, which was the recommended Hefeweizen yeast last time, and so it's kind of a good idea to try a beer like this, which is a lager yeast, and then you kind of know what's going on. A lot of the flavors in here I thought were like kind of Hefeweizen specific, but no, not exactly. They're wheat beer specific. Nice beer. What should we deem the beer out of 11 then? Well, shit, this is pretty good for like. This is as good as like Shock Top, Blue Moon. It's in the same category. It's a little more original. I'm gonna fucking, like I said, maybe 9 this out of 11. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Interesting wheat beer. One of the more interesting ones around. Very cool. Very cool. Nice to see him doing something different. Beerzerker. And I'm out. Oh yeah, special thanks to Chad again for sending this out. No wonder he likes this brewery so much. This makes sense. I'm looking forward to drinking the rest of their shit, really. I mean, fuck, yeah. 9 of 11 for a fucking summer drinking wheat beer. It's fucking kick ass. Beerzerker, and I'm out. Yeah.